I'm not an expert at this. I'm just reading stuff on the internet. Hey everybody, my name is Tim. I am the Dizzy Daddy, and welcome back to another update of my fitness journey / body transformation that I call 44 to 24, where I try to take my tired, sorry 44-year-old butt and try to regain the body I had when I was 24 years old. And it's been a while. It's been 1 month since my last update. I used to do them every 2 weeks. That's going to change. There's going to be a few changes that I'm going to implement. So the first one is I'm only going to do monthly updates from now on. At the beginning, there was lots of little nuts and bolts that needed to be explained, sorted out, and there was basically just more stuff going on. But now that we're into the middle part of our journey, there's not a whole lot of stuff to introduce. It's just me grinding in my musty basement, which, you know, I don't want to bore you to death, so yeah. Now the second change that I'm implementing is I am no longer intermittent fasting. For those of you who watch from the beginning, you'll know that I dropped 15 pounds. I was 163 pounds. I needed to drop that weight. I had gotten a little bit broad around the beam. So I dropped 15 pounds down to, I believe it was 148 pounds. So 15 pounds, and that was the weight loss phase. The first 4 months was me losing weight and sort of toning up and recomposing, sort of getting a recomposition of my body going. And then the middle 4 months is more of a building and bulking, so to speak. So basically, I'm going to try to get as big as I can, naturally, of course. I don't want to get too big. That's never been the goal. The goal is just to have a very fit, lean, muscular body. So I'm going to be trying to bulk up and trying to aim for that. So it's a lot of just me working out, and we don't need to cover all that. So I'm going to do monthly updates. Also, you might notice that the title of this video is the 5-month update, but the last one was the 12-week update. That's also another change. That was just starting to get a bit confusing. I would say this is a 12-week update, 12 weeks of documentation, video documentation, but what was it? 16 weeks overall. So it was really 4 months, even though I'd only been documenting for 3 months. We're just gonna get rid of that completely. So this is the 5-month documentation. It's been a month since the last one. That last one was 3 months into documentation, but really 4 months. So now we're just gonna call it 5 months. And from now on, hopefully, it'll be straightforward. And the last change is more phase specific. So it's specific to the building, bulking phase that I'm currently in my body transformation. And that is circuit training. For those of you who've seen my updates earlier on, you'll know that the whole point of this journey was to see how far I could get. If I could get back to my 24-year-old body and in fact push past that if possible, on the barest amount of investment. So all told, I invested probably, 300 and some, and I'll probably buy a few more plates, just weight plates, so that I can have a little bit more weight. But basically, over the whole year body transformation fitness journey thing, I don't want to join a gym. I didn't want to hire a personal trainer, and I didn't want to invest in like tons of equipment and have like, you know, thousands of dollars of gym equipment or anything like that. Not only can I not afford that, but I don't think that's what most people have. So just using some fitness equipment I already had from years and years ago and buying a little bit of it, I'm trying to see where I can get. So in order to gain bulk or build larger muscle, you do need to have considerable tension. The muscles have to be under tension, and the process of basically putting them under tension and stress and tiring them out, fatiguing them, eventually breaking them down and then building them back up is called hypertrophy, as I learned just recently. I'm not an expert at this, I'm just reading stuff on the internet. And in order to achieve hypertrophy, you generally use heavy weight. But I don't have a lot of that here in my basement. I showed you earlier on, you can go back and look at the video, I'll post a link below, of the home gym equipment I have. Now I have a little bit of weight and I'm probably gonna buy a little bit more, but it's not enough to really stress the muscles out. So I don't have enough weight to sort of top out the amount that I can push and cause hypertrophy, but it still needs to be done. So there are other ways to do it, and the best way that I found seems to be circuit training. And for those of you who don't know what that is, basically it's just a series of exercises done one after the other in rapid succession, and it often sort of switches between body parts. So you go from one area of your body, and then after you do that, while it's resting, you'll go to an exercise for the other part of your body. And then back and forth for however many exercises you want to do, and you basically stress and push your body in that way, and that is another way to achieve hypertrophy. So I've been testing that out. There are, of course, circuit training programs that you can find on the internet and whatnot. I read through some material and decided that I'm just going to experiment. So I've been experimenting for the last month with some things, and I've been getting some decent results. And an interesting thing to note is at the end of September, I was at about 148 pounds, a little bit less than that. So I had lost 15 pounds of fat, but I still had a little bit of surface fat. So I wanted to continue to lose that. But the interesting thing is, I haven't lost any leanness. In fact, I might have gotten a bit leaner. I'll reveal that in the next couple updates, but it's not worth doing right now. But I think I have gotten a little bit leaner. The interesting thing is, I'm not getting any lighter. In fact, I've gained a pound. I hover at around 149, close to 150 now. So the only thing that I can imagine is responsible for that is muscle growth. I think in the last month, I've actually put on about a pound or so of muscle, which is great. It's not a ton, but hey, I'm happy with whatever I can get at 44 years of age. But it's nice to see that there is some muscle building. And I have been eating quite a lot, mostly clean foods. I have a little treat once in a while, but mostly clean food, lots of protein. So yeah, I've gained some muscle. It's fantastic. And the circuit training is working out for me so far. So yeah, we'll just continue going and see how it goes. October is here, so I'm going to be pushing as hard as I can. My schedule is getting a little bit busier now. I do have other things to do, but I am committed to this, so I've been fitting it in wherever and whenever I can. And for the last month, this is just a little taste of a couple circuits that I was using. For those of you who are actually experts in this field, go easy on me if I'm totally doing it wrong. But from the way I felt, and I guess from that big pound and a half of muscle gain, it seems to have been working. So anyways, this is what that looked like. apologize for the lighting. I've been working out a lot at night. That's the only time that I can find lately. But yeah, it's actually working. Like, it seems to be making a difference. So I'm gonna continue doing that. I'm watching out for injury, of course. I don't want any more setbacks. No, thank you. And just watching that reminds me of how I've still been watching my carbs. So after that, you know what I'm craving, right? A sandwich. A carb sandwich. Okay. Oh. Is that weird? This is a very common thing in Japan, putting yakisoba noodles in a sandwich. I know, it's carbs on carbs, but oh, it's really good. Oh! Oh! The sauce and the pickled ginger and the little bit of meat I put in there and the saltiness. Oh, and the carbs. The carbs are running wild. Oh man. Now, for those of you in your middle years like me, especially, but even if you're younger or older, I highly recommend going on a fitness journey, trying a body transformation. Not only is it wonderful for your health, and I'm living proof of that. I feel so much better than I did in May. But not only is it great for your health, but it really makes you appreciate everyday stuff like this. I mean, you know, I didn't go into this deciding that I was going to completely deprive myself of everything. I mean, I'm not trying to win any fitness competitions or anything like that. I just want to look better and feel better. But man, when you behave yourself for a week and then you let loose with something like this, oh, it's just so good. And there we go. Another update of my 44 to 24 fitness journey, body transformation. And let me tell you, after 5 months, if I had known that I would feel this good, I would have done this years ago. I really let myself go for close to 10 years. I'm not even halfway through yet, but I'm getting close to halfway. So I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep pushing, I'm gonna change up a few things here and there. You'll get an update every month, and we'll just see how it goes. Knock on wood, no more setbacks. Once again, thank you so much for joining me. If you would like to check out my blog, please see the link below. I've never done a blog before, so it's a little bit rough looking, but if you nose around, there's a few things to look at. Pretty cool. If you haven't checked out the rest of my fitness journey, you can do that here. And if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I will see you in a month, 44 to 24. And of course, I have a few food videos coming up, plus maybe some new stuff. I will see you soon. Take care.